Hello everyone, this is our next video of Fortinet NSE4 series, and the today video we are going to perform a lab of virtual wire on Fortinet. So let's understand the topology and then we can proceed for the Fortinet vWire implementation. So the topology will be that this is our Fortinet. Port number 4 is connected to the fast Ethernet 0/0 on the router, and port number 02 it is connected to that fast Ethernet 0/1 on this router, and port number 01 it is connected to the cloud for management purpose. Further, I have assigned this 4 times 1 on the interface 0/1 and 0/0 and 0/1 I have assigned on 1112. And to understand in the better way, I have named as a DMZ network zone. So this is our DMZ network zone, and this is our LAN network zone. I have named as a LAN network zone. I have taken the two host machines 1.10 and 2.10 for to perform that like a verification process. Let me quickly turn on it. It is not turned on it. So the central idea of this vWire implementation, we understand from the theory perspective that we cannot assign the IP addresses in the case of vWire mode. That's the reason I have taken these two routers, so that we can take the routing decisions on the router level and the security functions can be controlled by the Fortinet only. So let's quickly check the configurations on these four routers and then we'll start to see the Fortinets. So I will quickly show that router configuration using the show IP interface command. So this is the basically IP addresses I have assigned 0/0. So let me show you the quickly the configuration also. So this is the configuration 4 times 1/24. This is the transition 00, and then 0/1. Let me show that configuration of 001 also. It is 2.1, so I have assigned a 2.1 and 0/1. Two things, and I have also assigned that one default route towards the 1112, so that all traffic can move to this route. So yes, I have assigned one default route toward the 1112 for it means that for this router, so that any traffic initiated from LAN, it can go to this router. So this was the configuration on router. So it is pretty much simple. And let me quickly go for this host machine also. It is also a simple thing. I have assigned the IP addresses. So this is 2.0. Let me show the interface configuration. So running interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Then the 2.10, this is the IP address, which is this IP address. So this is done, and I have also added one default route towards that gateway. So I have added default route towards this gateway 0/1, which is 192.168.2.1, so that all traffic initiated from this router can reach to this router. So this is the basically routing concepts it is involving as of now. And I have enabled the telnet on this router, which means that we will test the connectivity. So on this router I have enabled the telnet in this router and this router also. So both side I have enabled the telnet to perform the reachability tests. Let me quickly show you this router also. So this is having the similar kind of setup. So similar kind of setup we have 1.1 which is assigned to 0/0, and in the 0/1 0/1 triple 1 2 which is connected to the Fortinet, and this is a very simple configuration. And let me show the configuration of this client also. So this is also a simple configuration. It is likely I have assigned the IP addresses only 1.10 and 1.10. This is the IP address. So if I want, I can show that also. So I just assigned the IP and I have added one default route so that all traffic initiated from this machine can reach to this router. Now this is also done. Now I will start the Fortinet configuration. So let me quickly open this Fortinet. So Fortinet, we have to define the policies and the Fortinet virtual wire. So I have created the Fortinet virtual wire using that interface. So this is my virtual wire setting. So I have added 2 and 4 on the virtual wire group. So this is 2 and this is 2 and this is 4. So I have created virtual wire pair using 2 interface 2 and 4, 2 and 4. So this is simple. And now let's move to the Fortinet virtual wire pair. So to navigate the policies, we need to click the policy and objects and Fortinet virtual wire pair. So here, this is 2 policies I have created. One policy from port number 2 to port number 4. So this is from port number 2 to port number 4. Yeah, port number 2 to port number 4. This is the first policy, and second policy will be the port number 4 towards the port number 2. So basically this is the direction of the policy. Let me quickly open it. I will clear the counters so that we can make sure that once we start the testing, we can see this will start the increasing. So I have selected the direction from port number 2. So this indicates the direction of the source network. So I have added source. Source will be the 1.0. So in the case of port number 2, source will be the 1.0 and 1112. 1112 and 1.0 will be the source, and the destination will be that 4 times 1 and 4 times 1 and that 2.0 and it is done. I have allowed the all sessions and enable the policy. And this thing we will discuss in the upcoming videos like security features, SSL inspection and all. And the second policy, it is the reverse. The source will be the port 4 and source will be the port 4. This is the port 4. And source will be that 4 times 1. 4 times 1, this is assigned on the fast Ethernet 0/0. Source interface 2.0, this network basically, and the destination will be that 1.0, this network. And other thing is similar, all sessions are allowed. So basically why we use this virtual wire? So we used to, let's say we have a running network using the any layer 3 connectivity. So we will place the Fortinet which will work as a layer 2 and we can control all traffics. So we can enable these security features also like antivirus, web filter, DNS filter, application filter. We can enable that thing also, which is also fine, or which we can do so. In the traditional normal routing without firewall, this is not happen, but we can enable it. So that is the reason we are using the Fortinet on the layer 2. So this is done. Now let's start the testing. So I will go 22.2 and first I will ping 1.10. So 192.168.1.10 so that we can see that we are reachable or not. So I am on this 2.LAN client. Let me check the configurations. What is happened? 2.10. This device is turned on or not? Let's quickly verify it. This is turned on or not? Okay, this is turned on and 2.10. Okay, so this is also not reachable. Both side communication is not happening as of now. Let's see that why it is not happening. Might be something we missed. Or let me check the routers. So this is up. Can I ping one? Okay, so I am able to ping. Now the last thing will be on the DMG host. We need to check the default route. Okay, we have the default route. That is reachable or not? Okay, that default route is not reachable. So this is not reachable. That is the reason. Fast Ethernet 0/0. I am on the DMZ zone. Let's check why it is not reachable. Duplex R2 and so in sometime in labs it happens. We need to figure out that why it is not working. 1.1 we can ping it. 1.10 we are not able to ping even LANs within this segments. We are not able to ping. So interface. Yeah, this is a very simple configuration. There is a no kind of trick. Protocol level is up. Oh shit. So the problem is this. I have connected using 0/1 and I have assigned IP 0/0. So that is the problem. So let me quickly turn off this both devices so that I can change the interface. So during the lab session sometime it happens. So the problem was I need to connect on 0/0 and now turn it on. Start and then start. So the interface was connected on the wrong interface. Let's wait for a few minutes so that this can boot up. Till that time we can see the other functions on the Fortinet. So let's say if you have a multiple virtual wire, so you can select from this interface and let's say you want to check these policies by the sequence. You can click the sequence. So it will show that how policies are basically learning. And let's see if it turn on. Then we can see that things. So now DMG host is turned on. Let's see the IP. So IP interface brief. 1.10. 1.10 is on the first Ethernet 0/0. 192.168.1.1. Yeah, now I'm able to ping. Can I ping my this 2.10. So 2.10 maybe need to check 192.168 2.10. Okay. So 2 dot not able to ping. Let me see, that same problem might be here also. The same problem is here also. That interface IP assigned on the 0/0, but it is on. Just give me a minute. I will switch it on that network. So other than that, this connectivity, after finishing that, we will able to complete this 0/0, and let's turn on it. Yeah. So after this turn off, we will try to ping from 1.10 to 2.10 and from 2.10 to 1.10, and we will try to perform a telnet, so that 1.10 will initiate a telnet connection from 1.10 towards the 2.10 and from 2.10 towards the 1.10, so that we can see the reachability. And we'll for now I will move forward the interface view. We can see this policy is on use. It is on we can see there is just some hits, and I will again reset the counters so that we have some idea about it. Let me reset it. Clear counters. Reset it. It is being resetted, and now it is turned on. Probably this will be the last step. So 192.168.2.10. So self IP I am able to ping, and 1.10. Yeah, so now I'm reachable. So from this machine, from 2.10, I am able to ping to 1.10. So the traffic is successfully passed via the Fortinet. First thing, and let me initiate a telnet connection. 192.168.2.10. This will be the self. 1.10 will be the remote. So I can access also. So I can show you the IP address so that we'll get the verifications. 1.10, if I type who, so it means that who is accessing this session will get the IP address will be the 2.10. So I am on the 1.10, which is the DMG side router, and see we are accessing using 2.10. So this verification step is done. Now this connection has been closed, and let me try to initiate a connection from this DMG host. Pin 192.168.2.10. Yes, I am able to reachable. And now telnet 192.168.2.10, Cisco and 123. So IP1 interface brief. So this is the 2.10. This is the server. If I say who, will get the IP address of 1.10, because from 1.10 I'm trying to access this device. So from the both side we are able to successfully communication is happening. So last step would be the verification from the Fortinet firewall. So for that I'm just opening the policy. We'll see that hit counts. You can see that bytes have successfully transfer 5 KB and 6 KB. So from 2 to 4, the last usage is 46 seconds ago, and this policy is in use. And the second policy will be the DMZ, and this is also is in use. So two verification is completed. So this is the logs. Using that logs we can see that traffic from 1.10 to 2.10, policy ID. So this is the policy which we have allowed. So This was the traffic flow 2.10, 1.10, policy IDs and ping. So this we can go to the interfaces and that virtual wire pair. So this was the pairs we created, and using that firewall virtual policies we allow the access, and we can see this is working fine and both side able to successfully communicate it. So this was the video related to that lab of the virtual wire pair. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe Firewall Experts to latest videos. Thanks for watching Firewall Experts.